Started fucking hailing. Like, look at this! Fuck, out of nowhere! Jesus Christ!
And our feet are soaking wet again. I'm so pissed right now. Oh, fucking hell! So we were actually only seeking some shelter from the still ongoing rain. A bit too late though. And it turned out to be a motel, and we spontaneously decided to get the motel because it's meant to be cold the next days, and our feet are soaked, and the shoes and everything soaking wet, and it has to be dry, otherwise, yeah, we're gonna get sick again the next days. We were actually really stupid, and we already said we definitely have to learn from this experience.
Yeah, because we literally, I said it in the camera as well, just before it started pouring, like that we were hoping to make it to this park.
But why?
Well, there's only a few kilometers, and we saw like the black sky above us, and there were petrol stations and so on, and we just kept going. Yeah, and it was so stupid because we got so soaked out. We had been somewhere out in God knows where, not in a town, and needed to camp somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and all our stuff would have been soaked, and it would have been like tomorrow morning it's meant to be like -3 or something, or I don't know, freezing, and all our stuff would have been soaked and frozen, and it would have been a nightmare. So we really have to learn from this, that we just take shelter.
So yesterday we actually started at least directly heading west now towards Dallas, and then Roswell, then up to Albuquerque, Monument Valley, Grand Canyon, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, at least that's the plan. Yeah, one of the kind of problems we have is that it's many kilometers to go, and we lost almost a week due to our COVID infection, and we only have the 90 days in the US. So the plan is now to kind of cycle fast through Texas.
So, are you ready for a really cold night?
I am.
Ooh, I think it might be like -8 or something.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to zip up properly.
Yes.
1 second.
tent, please. Come here, come out of the tent. Is there anyone else in there?
Yeah. 1 second. Just putting on my shoes.
What's going on? Ma'am, if you'll come over here and talk to me. Sir, if you'll talk to him.
Yeah, sure. We're cycling. Our bikes are there.
Yeah, I was just cycling through.
Yeah, we have bikes here. You can see
that's
that.
why.
It's really cool what y'all are doing. Just before y'all stop in a park or anything next time, just call the city or ask the city what their ordinances are, because you're not allowed to camp here.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, so as you just heard and saw, the police came by to see what we were doing. And yeah, but they ran out IDs and then asked us a few questions, but they thought it was pretty cool what we were doing and just let us be for the night. And yeah, so I think last night was even colder than the night before, because the whole tent and everything's frozen from the inside. It's crazy. So on this beautiful cold morning, which is our second full day in Texas, we are finally leaving the highway, which is the 80 we've been on the past 1.5 days, and taking some smaller roads into Dallas. Well, we're gonna be in Dallas tomorrow, and yeah, it's just nice. Slowly it's thawing. We still have a few ice cubes in there, and it's just so cold. Brain freeze.
So we just realized that Dallas is probably the biggest city after Miami that we're cycling to and through.
It's a big moment. Alright, so we're just leaving Dallas, and we were able to use our rest day really well. I don't know, we're really motivated again, which we just weren't, like we said a few days ago. We had a few weeks where it was hard to find motivation sometimes, and now it's just, I don't know, we're both looking forward to really this next big part of the US is like heading into the desert, into the emptiness, and hopefully really experiencing some change now.
Yeah, and we've been told that the traffic is getting less now, which is great.
Yeah.
We are searching for a place to sleep. We actually wanted to sleep in a park, which is at the edge of a small town. We cooked there, and it's still crowded and way too open actually. And now we don't really know where to go. Maybe we have to ask someone. That's the park. Toby's now asking at the police station / fire department if we can camp in the city park or here somewhere. Let's see.
Great. All right, you'll have a good one, okay? See you later. Bye-bye.
So we now have a problem. They told us now to go to the state park, which costs $24 and is quite a few kilometers back now. Now that we asked, that's why we never asked before. Now we can't go back to the park.
Yeah.
So what do we do? Okay, we just entered the state park. And now we have to find a campsite. Yeah, and it's pretty late already. As you can see, it's dark. So there is a raccoon somewhere. Of course, we bought fresh food today. Didn't plan to go to a state park. Oh, there. It's over there.
What's it?
Oh no, shoot.
Can you see it?
Yeah, the raccoon bit our back.
You scratched it or bit it.
Oh no.
That's annoying.
Okay. But looks like he didn't go on the food again after we hung it in the tree.
Well, we put the crackers over here, let's see. Wow. So we're cycling through this tiny town of Newcastle, just south of Olney, where we have a host tonight. And it said like on the sign like population 500 or something. And every road except the main street here is gravel, and you know you're in a tiny town when all the roads are gravel. It's cool.
On the chairs out there.
Oh wow!
I don't see it falling now though.
I'll go outside. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while.
Oh, we had a really nice evening with Lewis and Marilyn and Danny, a friend of them, who they invited over for dinner because he's also a traveler. And yeah, we had some really great conversations. And actually Lewis also organized us another host for tomorrow, which is awesome.
Yeah, and an interview.
And an interview.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, with a local newspaper. And we will also be able to busk a little bit in front of Danny's grocery store.
Yeah.
So yeah, first real-time busking in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you can maybe tell, we are so tired.
Yeah,
it's like
tired.
12:30 or something.
Yeah, it's really late for us already, and we drank some wine and so. Yeah, but it was really great. Yeah, good night.
I used to bike with an old fellow that would tell me, yeah, it's all flat. There's no hills.
Yeah, right.
Think I need to find a bigger place. When you have more than you think, you need more space.
So nice people.
Yeah.
And they told us if we have any trouble, we just have to call and they will come get us. And,
Yeah.
so
That was, yeah. That was amazing.
yeah.
So I think this is just one of the most wide open spaces we've ever seen. It's just nothing as far as the eye can see. And the road is just straight as far as the eye can see as well. It's really hard to put this into perspective. So we're gonna fly the drone and see if we can do that.
Crazy, so wide and open, and of course we have headwind today, so it's also a bit tedious. We actually just each turned on something to listen to. Toby's listening to some music now, and I'm listening to an audiobook.
Take it easy, take it easy.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Cindy.
Hi, Toby.
Luisa. The last days we've been cycling past so many horse farms, and every time I was like, oh man, we have to go western riding and those open fields, and yeah, I just wanted to go riding so badly, and now I was able to do it and it was just great. So many people told us there's nothing in Texas and that's true, but I still feel like there's quite a lot. The landscapes are way more interesting than I expected them to be. I thought it would be more open fields. Instead it's hilly and just interesting how you imagine the Wild West. It's kind of cool. Only the wind is annoying. Look at that. Wow. It's just...
Wow. This is the strongest headwind we've ever had. We're literally going 9 km/h in a straight line. So we're arriving at the picnic area. We want to camp tonight just as the sun is setting. Like literally it's touching the horizon right now. That's really amazing.
Yeah, it's so beautiful to cycle, right?
Yeah, the Texas sun really is. I guess it's famous, right? Yeah.
So we're in the channel. And those are coyotes. It's a bit creepy though.
It is really creepy actually. So this field to the left of us is just endless, literally. Like we cannot see the end in either direction.
Now we understand why this is called the Great Plains. Crazy. Just nothing. And it's so quiet.
So we actually have a pretty big problem. Looks like my bottom bracket just, yeah, the bearings broke. And it's just so loose. Yeah, it's completely loose. So I don't know if you can see it, but the whole crank is just wobbling like crazy because I think the bearings literally just broke of the bottom bracket. We're gonna try to keep cycling on now, at least to Plains, to this town where we want to be tonight, but of course there's no bicycle store there. We just checked on Google. Alright, so it's just getting worse and worse, and it's literally sounding every time I just put a little bit of force into it, like the whole bottom bracket is just gonna explode. So yeah, I guess we're gonna try to wave down someone who can maybe, hopefully even drive us to Roswell, because that's where the bike shop would be. Yeah, and then see if our host can take us a night earlier, or 2 nights earlier actually already, and kind of hope for the best. Let's see if we can find someone who might stop.
Just here. It's fine. Yeah, you helped us so much.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Yo, take care.
Take care. Bye. Thank you so much.
Alright, so the bikes, everything except my water bottle survived the trip, and everything looks good, and yeah, we'll see with the bottom bracket now. Hopefully we'll be able to get a new one in Roswell here, and yeah, now we're gonna go meet our host, where we'll probably be a bit longer now. But we wanted to say a few last words to Texas, which we left so much faster than expected. Yeah, it was cool. We really didn't know what to expect when we went to Texas, and it was definitely daunting, and we were a bit intimidated by it because so many people had told us it's so much nothing, and
why are you doing this? Why are you crossing Texas?
Yeah, but it turned out to be really cool, and we had such great host experiences, and yeah, it was definitely worth it, and we're so happy that we did it. And yeah, it just, even if you don't agree, I don't know, with the politics or so of a region or of a place, I think it's still important to see it for yourself, and just get an idea of what the people are like and what the region is like. And
I would say we would come back to Texas.
Yeah, we definitely would.
Have the chance.
All right, well, that's it.
See you in the next video.